And now we're about to introduce you to a group of children who live in conditions beyond belief. They have no access to clean drinking water, food, medicine or education even. And their chances of ever improving their own situation or the living conditions of the generations to come are near zero. In Cebu City in the Philippines, we meet Evelyn and her family. Their only lifeline is a giant rubbish heap. Sifting through other people's garbage is their sole source of income. But these children and their families also have a kind of patron saint. Father Heinz Koluke has been trying to give some basic medical support for some 25 years. He makes a crucial difference to these desperately poor children in their daily struggle they have to endure.
Evelyn doesn't look particularly happy. But then getting soaked up like this by your mother isn't every child's idea of fun. Still, it's a clean start to a day spent on a rubbish dump. The shampoo was found among the mounds of trash here in Umapad on the island of Cebu. Evelyn explains that she lives here with her entire big family. She likes that because she says with so many people around, she feels safe. Evelyn and her siblings are what the people here call scavenger children. Their village is actually a garbage dump. The huts are built 10 meters high on heaps of rubbish. Everything they need comes from the garbage. Wood for their homes, clothes, rice, meat, salad, even medicines. Evelyn lives in this small shack with her family. Her mother, father, and 13 children. They all sleep and play in one room. Evelyn spends most of her time outside on the rubbish heap.
I'd rather go to school, but my parents want me here on the garbage dump. They need me to earn money to buy food.
What else can we do? We've always been left to fend for ourselves. We've been let down all our lives. We were always humiliated.
The garbage dump at Umapad consists of 15 hectares of rubbish up to 30 meters high. It's a place at the bottom of the food chain. But here too there are hungry takers like Evelyn and her siblings. Copper, aluminum, plastic. Every child here knows what a kilogram can bring. They scavenge with their bare hands and feet, sifting through glass shards, syringes, and plastic bags.
We even find amputated hands, arms, or legs. That happens regularly. It comes from hospital waste. Once we found a dead embryo in the rubbish.
Evelyn says she felt terribly sorry for the small child. She's become used to all the syringes and all. But she's afraid of finding another dead baby. It smells of burnt plastic, chicken blood, or milk, depending on what the trucks deliver from the slaughterhouses, factories, and hospitals from the city. Father Heinz Koluke has been helping the children of Umapad for the last 25 years. He says the work on the rubbish dump is dangerous. People are sometimes killed over an empty Coke can. There are air holes in the trash mountain, and the scavengers fall into them. Children are often crushed by bulldozers.
The first 2 years that we worked at the dump, we once buried 40 children. I myself buried 17 in 1 week. They died one after the other. That's how the living conditions are. No clean drinking water, constant fires. Everybody was coughing. Living and working conditions are catastrophic, leading to high child mortality rates.
Those who survive the first year have a good chance of reaching 5. For those who live beyond that, their childhood is over. Like Evelyn, 3,000 children work on the garbage dumps of Cebu. Many here fled tough lives in the countryside. Others have fled the civil war in Mindanao. They're hoping for a better life here.
Many people avoid us. We're second-class citizens. At school, the other children hold their noses.
A break in the shadow of a garbage truck. The bulldozers have run out of gas. Evelyn kills time by looking for lice. But she's only found one today. We visit Evelyn's friend, Maricel. The little girl has a rare bone disease she inherited from her mother. Her mother can no longer walk and is nearly blind.
These people have no chance of leaving here. If there's no help from the outside, they'll stay here forever. The oldest son here is 17 years old. He'll take over when his mother and father are no longer able to work.
A lifetime in rubbish. It's humid and hot, 40 degrees Celsius. There are scorpions everywhere. Their stings lead to huge swelling. In the rainy season, the dump turns into a swamp. That's when the rats come and attack the young scavengers. A child has recently died of rabies. The bulldozers can move on again. The search goes on. The trash isn't separated. For Evelyn and the others, finding things on the dump they can sell is difficult.
For us, even the smallest bit of metal is valuable. I even look for wire and old nails.
Skin rashes, diarrhea, toothache. Once a week, Father Heinz comes with his ambulance to the garbage depot. He's studied electronics, philosophy, and medicine. His basic knowledge is sufficient to save a life in Umapad.
We mostly fall ill from the food we find on the garbage dump. My children often have cough and fever.
All too often, the people here are left to take care of themselves. At best, the authorities tolerate their presence. Politicians only show up before elections. They often buy votes with a few sacks of rice. Corruption also prevents effective help from reaching the people at the dump.
Every large fire in the city means that next weekend we'll have 15 to 20 new families here on the garbage dump. We can't solve that. It's frustrating. On the other hand, it's the only chance we have to encourage the people not to give up, to go on. The problem is man-made and it can be solved by people. I'm convinced of that.
A day's haul at the rubbish dump fits into 2 plastic bags. Every evening, Evelyn and her mother drag their pickings to the scrap dealer. They get 62 pesos for it. That's about 50 cents.
Why?
Evelyn's mother says it was a good day, and she's happy she earned a bit of money. Once the children found $50,000 amid the rubbish. It belonged to a moneylender who lost it. The children celebrated for 3 days until the man came back for his money. But that was yesterday, and that was a while ago. Evelyn and the other children are hoping for a better tomorrow. One that might fulfill a few other dreams too.